And how did you get started in that in the first place?
To be honest with you, it started with Jahazio a few years ago, where I was in a position where, I'd lost my job and I just didn't know where I was at. So it was a phone call, literally, and I said to him, you know what, bro, I don't know what I want to do at the moment. And he's like, you know what, I work for a company called LCM, and he said, come and check them out. And checked them out, and I just couldn't believe that there was actually a place that was doing things like this. And I checked it out and built with them, and they recruited me.
Yeah, man, I couldn't believe it either. Like, there's actual, normally you think missionary, you normally think it's
going abroad, right?
Well, no, not just that. I actually thought it was just like working for free. I couldn't actually think they actually pay you a proper wage for doing it.
Right, indeed, yeah. And I was shocked at it myself, but it is possible. And for anyone listening to the show and wants to get into missionary work, if you're around London-based or even outside London, next week I've got a show at Birmingham for an organisation called Birmingham City Mission. So for those who are interested, if you're in the London area, please hit up lcm.org.uk and check them out. Google them, London City Mission, see what they're about. And you might have a possibility, if you're a believer, to come and do missionary work in London.
Yeah, man, go check that out, people. I mean, that's a serious thing, because I'm thinking a lot of people get it in their minds like they want to go do something, and if for the most people, I'm thinking they're probably thinking, well, have I got the time or work a job?
Yeah.
You could do that as your main job, couldn't you?
Exactly, indeed. And I think a lot of people, that's why I said when you think about missionary work, I said go abroad, because most of the time where I tell people I'm a missionary, they say, oh, so you go to, other countries, and sometimes that's a picture of a missionary for people. And missionary is not always us going to another country and painting walls and schools and helping people out, taking a few pictures and then coming back to our lavish lives. It's starting in the area where you are, building from the inside out.
Yeah, man. I think it's the American artist Thistle.
Yes.
He's in one of his tracks. He actually says that. He says like something. I can't. It's not an exact quote, but something to the extent of, you think like you're going to go outside to do missionary work, well, you can start on your own block first of all,
Exactly, indeed, and I totally believe in that. I've got a heart for my area, man, and I believe that it starts from home, going out.
As it stands, I've always played your tracks on air up to this point, and I will continue to play them, obviously. But for right now, I'm thinking I could just play the whole of the Revolutionary EP, man.
I appreciate that, man. Do your thing, bro.
It's been a pleasure having you on the show, man, talking with you. And
definitely, man. I think that we need to have more real conversations about what's going on in the Christian world and what's going on in the music scene. And people need to be more vocal about what they would like to see happen and how we can bring about change and actually getting up and doing it, So I appreciate it, because I think I haven't had much radio conversations where I've got to be 100% real with how I feel about things, because then questions just never come up. So it's either people know what they think about it and they don't want to ask it, or they just they know and they just brush it off, basically.
Yeah, man, that's what I like. I like to get straight into it as well. And I think who best to ask? Obviously, you can talk about the public, but sometimes the public just follow what the kind of how to put it, like kind of the corporations say. But how best to ask who else is you guys, the artists, voicing your opinions. That's the best thing.
Indeed, definitely, man.
Deeper conversations are needed, definitely. And that's what this platform is all about. Or like, I'm trying to make it like that. Artists can come on here and feel comfortable. Like, I'm not trying to get into an argument. I'm not judging. I'm welcoming. Yeah. Like, just say what's on your mind. Say what you feel. Because I'm quite open anyway, and I'm in the scene, and I've already come across. Funny enough, I'll tell you one thing. I sent an email for I think a couple of my artists a few months ago, and it was to an event, like a Christian event, and I got a reply back, and the reply back was like, "Oh, we are a Christian establishment, and we only play Christian gospel music, only by true Christians, and only true Christian music." And then it just said, "Does this apply to you?" Question mark. You know what I mean? Because I'd put forward like some grime artists to them.
Right.
And I was like, oh man, really? I'd send the email back saying, yes, it does apply to us. Funny enough, because I put grime and hip hop, they're assuming that, that's not, it can't be Christian.
Totally, and I think some people are so oblivious to that sound until today. Crazy, man. Completely crazy, because if you was to say it's a rock band or a Christian rock band, then straight away they would get involved. Or if it was, just your classical gospel or EDM, then, you get what I'm saying? So I think it's because of the genre that it is. It's got a big stigma around it already. Grime is known as something that's very violent. Hip-hop is known as something that's very urban. So, it's still breaking through the doors, man, and we're getting there, bit by bit.
Yeah, man. When are you doing that sit down with Icy? Has that happened yet, or is that coming up?
It is. We're doing that April 7th. So if you go down to the sitdownuk.io, you'll be able to get tickets if you're in London, local area. We'll be doing that. It's on April the 7th, Friday, April 7th. I'm doing the Sit Down UK with Icy. It's his first ever sit down event. It's amazing. It's not like the usual, gospel show. It's a sit down where we get to speak about life, and I'll speak about my journey, my experiences. I'll be speaking about battling with sickle cell, getting married soon, and grime music. So really, really looking forward to it. It's different, and I like being part of things that are not just the norm.
Yeah, man. And how long is that show going to be for?
It will be for a few hours. I'll be playing some new music, exclusive music that no one's heard yet. And there'll also be a performance by one of my friends, George Cherry. So, looking forward to it, man. Yeah. Whereabouts
is that again?
That's in London. It's going to be in just near North London.
Cool, man. And can I go, where do they get the tickets in? Is it on Icy's website?
Yes, Icy's website. You can get it from the sitdownuk.io. The sitdownuk.io, and you'll be able to get it from there.
Cool, man. And if anyone wants to go grab your music or hit you up, where can they find you?
They can follow me on all social media. It's AStar Music UK. So whether it's Instagram, Snapchat, SoundCloud, Twitter, Facebook, everything is AStar Music UK. ASTAR Music UK.